Greetings, everyone. Welcome back. I hope each of you is enjoying a splendid day thus far. Before delving into the core of today's discussion, let's revisit a pivotal aspect of Joe Biden's pre-office promises. During his campaign, President Biden articulated a vision for substantial reforms within the realm of Social Security. These reforms encompassed a spectrum of adjustments, ranging from universal monthly increments to potential alterations in retirement age and tax policies. However, despite the urgency underscored by impending deadlines, specifically the projected depletion of the Social Security Trust Fund by 2032 or 2033, President Biden's proactive engagement with these issues remained somewhat elusive until recently. It's essential to underscore the gravity of the situation. Without intervention, the specter of drastic benefit reductions looms large, with estimates ranging from 20% to 25% across the board. Such cuts would be necessitated to sustain the disbursement of scheduled benefits at full capacity. Consequently, every beneficiary stands to be impacted by these cuts, marking a significant setback in the realm of retirement security. Returning to Biden's campaign promises, it's worth recalling that his stance on Social Security reform played a pivotal role in shaping electoral choices. For many voters, particularly those concerned with safeguarding retirement benefits, Biden's proposed reforms served as a compelling incentive to lend him their support. Outlined in a CNBC article, Biden's Social Security platform envisaged a series of substantive enhancements. These included the establishment of a guaranteed minimum benefit set at 125% of the federal poverty level for eligible workers, a 5% increase for individuals receiving benefits for 2 decades or more, and a notable 20% increment for widows and widowers. Moreover, Biden proposed recalibrating the mechanism for annual cost of living adjustments, advocating for a transition to the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, CPI-E. This shift aimed to ensure that adjustments better mirrored the real-world expenses confronted by retirees. Despite the promise inherent in these proposals, substantive action has been conspicuously absent until now. As we navigate the complexities of Social Security reform, it becomes increasingly imperative for policymakers to translate campaign rhetoric into tangible policy initiatives. The stakes are high, and the trajectory of retirement security for millions hinges on the efficacy of these reforms. In analyzing the proposed adjustments to Social Security, it's crucial to examine the nuances of the Consumer Price Index, CPI, as it pertains to annual increases. Historically, the CPI for the elderly, CPI-E, tends to exceed the standard CPI-W, suggesting that over time, beneficiaries could anticipate more substantial yearly increments. In terms of financing these reforms and prolonging the program's solvency, President Biden has advocated for a pivotal adjustment, extending Social Security payroll taxes to individuals earning $400,000 and above. Notably, in 2020, only wages up to $137,700 were subject to these levies, marking a significant shift in tax policy. Remarkably, despite the gravity of the Social Security predicament, it wasn't until President Biden's recent State of the Union address that he earnestly broached the topic of reform. This protracted timeline, from his campaign in 2019 through to 2024, just months prior to the impending election, spotlights the evolving urgency surrounding Social Security. During his address, President Biden underscored the imperative of safeguarding and fortifying Social Security. However, the path to achieving these objectives remains contingent upon implementing substantive reforms that mitigate the looming specter of benefit reductions, ranging from 20% to 25%. Meanwhile, amidst the political arena, various proposals have surfaced in both the House and the Senate. Representative John Larson has spearheaded a Democratic bill, the Social Security 2100 Act, aiming to expand benefits for the first time in over 5 decades. Key provisions include a 2% across-the-board benefit increase and more robust benefits for low-income seniors. Larson's proposal seeks to finance these enhancements by subjecting earnings over $400,000 annually to Social Security payroll taxes and instituting a 12.4% net investment income tax for high-income earners.